Okay, I'm live. Okay, yeah, I just realized I'm like, why is this so quiet? Um, okay, so we're going to continue working on Miss Miki right here. So obviously, if you hi Arkfiend. So obviously, if you've been watching the stream, like this is BRB talking to my brother. Yeah, no problem. Um, if everyone has been in the last stream, this is like a huge jump from last time that I was doing this art. Um, because I was just kind of doing the draft and I didn't really get up to the line art. But during the break, during my break, my break, yeah, the break, whatever. Um, I decided to just keep working on it because I feel like if I were to do this next stream, I would be like really frustrated still because that's what happened in the last stream. I got like really, really mad and angry because I'm like, I don't know how to do this. This is so hard. Her outfit is pretty hard to figure out, especially in this kind of like worm's eye perspective. I think part of the art that might not be too accurate is like her flary bits because I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to be that flary. Like I should have done it a little flatter, I guess. But yeah, so I decided to just kind of like work on it and like color it, kind of work on a base. And I added these like silvery designs using Blender with a combination of some presets, like some metal presets in Clip Studio. This little metal like icon, like not icon, decal, I guess, it took so long to do because I don't know. It's like every time I look at a tutorial, it's like this is how you do it, and then it's like it's actually not working out like how the tutorial is, and so I kind of have to like improvise to see what was working. And in the end, honestly, doing the thing in Blender and then applying the little preset thing in Clip Studio like worked out pretty nicely. I like it did not look like this when it was in Blender. Still, I'm still gonna kind of work on it, like buff it out a little bit, add some layer modes here and there, but I wanted to make more interesting like lighting situations. So this is kind of like different lighting than I usually do, I guess, because like I usually do like pretty basic lighting. But I was like thinking, that's clear. I was thinking the sun is just kind of over here, and then it's kind of doing that. And I've been studying a lot of Rella art, so I really like how she does her lighting. So I was just like trying to see like, oh, how does she like do it and stuff. And this kind of came like I don't usually use layer masks, but this just kind of came in my brain. I was like, how can I do the shading bit? Because I have my shading set as a gradient with the multiply layer. And I was like, how do I do it without like messing with the colors? And I was like, oh, a layer mask. So the shading is done with a layer mask. So far, I think at most, it says that I have 50 layers, but maybe excluding some of the sketch layers, it's probably like 40, somewhere in the 40 range, somewhere in there. Maybe like 45 at most. So technically I'm at like 45 layers, maybe like 43. I don't know. I sometimes have like a lot of like sketch layers. I don't know if how many sketch layers do I have? Oh, that's way more. Okay. So apparently I already started at like 15 layers for the sketching. And now we're just at 50. So so yeah. Ooh, my switch here is, hold on. It's all messed up here. Hold on. It was saying like I was going for like 97 hours or something like that. Okay, that's better. Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna kind of look back at like this base shading here, and then work on kind of detailing like colors, adding color, and then kind of going back into this shading and try to like buff it out a little bit because it's a little bit too like cell shady and too strong. So I think I'm gonna start. Actually, no. I think I'm gonna start by buffing out some of this shading first instead of coloring. Um, yeah, but and like it's pretty HD, I guess. The Blender render, kind of. So that's good. I also want to kind of work on a little bit on this um silver. Okay, I think I should just work on Miki before I kind of work on the decal here. So I'm just gonna try to buff out some of this cell shading because I'm not really a big fan of cell shading. I actually used to do a lot of cell shading when I was starting, or like when I was kind of switching up my styles and I did a lot of cell shading. When I was on Instagram, a lot of the big artists were kind of just doing that kind of style of like this kind of street pop, like cell shading kind of artwork. So I was like really inspired by that. Why am I so like my voice is like that? I feel like I'm speaking a lot with my throat and it feels like I'm speaking very like quiet. I have a lot of vocal fry or something like that. Hold on. Okay. I think it's just my I'm like looking down, so it's like crunching my throat a little bit, but I'll try to keep my head up. But it might actually mess with the tracking. Hold on. Did that mess with the tracking? That should be fine. So I'm just gonna do very slight because if you like shade too much, it's gonna look pretty muddy. So let's kind of soften it up a little bit. Even not even like using this horse brush, just like try to maybe use like a transparent airbrush to kind of like softly get rid of things. Because I really like my horse brush, but sometimes it can look kind of streaky. I don't think I'm gonna do the Yana counter today. um, yeah, but today was okay. I had to make rice today. Because my dad was bringing in chicken, and it was like, oh, like, can you like make rice? And like, I'm thinking in my brain, I'm like, rice is probably like simple. Like, I can make it. My mom makes it all the time. It's like, how hard can rice be? And rice is actually kind of hard to cook. I know that doesn't sound very like, like, oh, you're Asian. Why didn't you know how to cook rice? Um, I don't know, man. It's kind of hard because it's like if you put too much water, it can overcook and get mushy. And then like if it gets cooked and like overcooked and mushy, it's like you can't really do anything about it. So you just have to throw it away and start over. Or if it gets like less, not as much water, like you didn't put enough water in there, then it gets really like dry. And then you're like, okay, so how much water do I need to put in next? And then you have to be scared. It's like, oh, I hope I don't put too much water. And it's like, depending on the rice, you have to like treat it a certain way. And you're like, don't you have a rice cooker? I've been trying to tell them that. It's like, why don't we have a rice cooker? Like, rice is kind of hard to cook. And it'll like give us like space to like do other things. Cause like, my mom likes to make rice like in a cauldron. And it takes up a lot of space on the stove, and it's like you can't even like do anything after like it takes up like two of the elements on the stove, and it's like then you have to cook other things. It's like let's just get a rice cooker so we can like cook rice on the side and we have the rest of the stove to like do things. But I was thinking too, it's like honestly, I'm like thinking like tomorrow I'm just gonna go to the freaking Canadian Tire and just like get a rice cooker because some of them could be on sale for like $30 or something like that. Usually, like, I've seen like the average price is like around like $50 to $60 for a rice cooker. So I'm like, I'll just go tomorrow and get one. Just get one. And it just seems weird because it's like, oh, do you just not know how to cook rice? It's like it seems like I'm kind of outing myself or something. But a lot of Asians have a rice cooker anyway, so it's like no, I just it's convenient. But I really like that I was able to use Blender because using Blender in my illustrations like is something that I've always kind of wanted to do. Um, and every time I try to use it, it was pretty much a fail. But I try to like figure it out where I can make it work for myself. Because usually in Blender, if you import the SVP, every time I go and see a Blender tour, it's like, okay, so like make it bigger to like make it easier for you to like work with it. And I'm like, I understand that's gonna make it easier for me to work with, but my computer's gonna crash if I make this bigger. Which that's what happened because you have to apply the remesh modifier, and then remesh modifier messes with your computer like terribly. Um, I remember my computer was frozen for the entire day because of the remesh. But I was like, okay, what if I just make it small and just like work with it small? And it worked out. It was still a little buggy here and there. I think it was so devastating. I remember when I did the first rendition of this, it crashed and because like I was like, okay, done, and then I click save image as, and it just crashed. And then I'm like, what the hell? And I was like, I was hoping that like when I opened Blender, that like it would like come back up again, and it didn't, and so it just like it lost all of my shit. Like I don't think I even saved it at the time. I just like did it. I was like, no. And then like when I was trying to open Blender again, it like couldn't open, and I was like, did I just like ruin Blender? Like I can't open it again. All I had to do was like restart my computer. But it's so scary too because at some point I couldn't open Clip Studio Paint as well. I was like, uh-oh, is this the end of my career? um, but I tried it out again. I kind of looked at like solutions or whatever. It's like, hey, what's like the issue? And I just pretty much like reinstalled it, restarted my computer, and started working again. But I looked at like tutorials. They're like, okay, this is how you rendered it out without like crashing. It's like, okay, good. But I'm definitely going to start using Blender way more nowadays. Now that I'm kind of comfortable using it, kind of know what to do. Because like the way that I want to use it is like a pretty basic way. It's not like super tedious, I guess, super detailed. So it's kind of just like easy to use, I guess. I don't know. Easy to use now, yeah. And I learned a new skill. Like just kind of using a very basic Blender kind of helped with learning how to use like 3D things, and then like I can learn how to like do 3D things in the future, maybe start learning how to make full-fledged models, you know. I mean, I'm pretty good at Vroid, you know, to be honest. I think I'm pretty good at Vroid. Oh, there. I was like, why is this not? I think there's a better way to do this. Hold on. I almost wanted to not stream today. Ooh, it's frozen. I almost not wanted to stream today. I don't know why, but then I kind of saw the time and it's like, oh, you know what? I can just like take a quick shower and I can start streaming. I've been honestly kind of slacking when it comes to stream schedule. Like I try to stream every other day, but recently I've just kind of been taking more breaks, I guess. I don't know, because like I feel like it's pretty normal for some people to like not stream as much as I try to do. And so I've been just like trying to do that. So I'm just gonna try to take like this airbrush tool and trying to make like a soft transition between the cheekbone here. But I've been really considering, like I've talked about this in the last stream, but it's just been doing some thinking, and I've been really thinking about doing like artist alley stuff, and it's like it kind of got me like kind of excited. It's like, oh, I think I can actually like do this. You know what I mean? I think for the lips, I'm gonna see for the lips. I like the tiniest little, because they kind of protrude out a little, right? I gotta move my screen here. Okay, there we go. I mean, they're kind of inside the. Oh, whoops! I think I messed up my. Did I miss my? Okay, no, I didn't. Okay, I moved my like little laptop screen. I was like, I think I messed up with my tracking, but I just like moved it back. I'm like, okay, whatever. I mean, the lips are kind of inside, so I don't think they have. Oh no, that looks better. Okay, kind of protrudes out here like this. Okay, that looks good, pretty good. That looks anatomically correct, I guess. I think I'll just do the bottom one for now. I don't know, maybe I'll like get rid of that, but I've been I just been watching a lot of people doing Artist Alley, like vlog thing, and sometimes it's weird. Like I didn't realize that like this is like what people do for a living, is just going to different conventions, and like that's how they make their living pretty much. I was like, oh, I never really thought of it like that. I thought it was like something that people did for like some quick money on the side or whatever. Because I remember I was watching one and the girl was like talking about it, and like you can get like specific type of insurance if like this is like the main thing that you do or something. I think it's called act insurance, and it's like if you do a lot of shows like this, you can get insurance to help cover with things, which I didn't search it up completely because I don't know if we actually have that in Canada. I'm actually curious. I kind of want to search it up. Act insurance. Oh wow, I didn't even. Whoa, that's wait. Oh, I think I do have. They do have it in Canada here. Oh, it's like something you have to pay. Yeah, pay for. Every year, every month. Yeah, like it covers you for like if the people hosting the thing is kind of like messing with you. Let me just drink some water. But I'm thinking it's like, man, I have to really like search up like convention stuff because I don't know if there's a lot of convention stuff in my area. Oh yeah, and I can also like travel as well. Um, honestly, I don't think I've ever done that travel, like to go to like a convention or something. I don't think I've ever done that. Like I like going to anime conventions. I just never like traveled for one, you know. I think the face is looking okay. The color, yeah, it's definitely gonna change, look different. I probably have to do like a lock transparency. Can I even do that? Can I even do lock transparency? Or just do like a red color? Oh, it's on a multiply layer. Hold on. Can I clip it? I can't clip it to that though. Yeah. Okay, whatever. I'll figure it out. Just kind of probably do a layer on top of this to add like color and stuff. Oh yeah, here's a difference, by the way. Here's just like with base. And then here is with shading. That's like a insane difference here. It's a little darker compared to what I'm seeing in the display here. Like my computer, it looks a little different, and then like the second display here looks a little lighter, but it's a little darker here. Nice. I yawn. Excuse me. I do a little shading right here. I think the hardest part about this illustration, I mean, what's the clothes too, but I'm just like looking at the hoodie right here. And I remember this being like really frustrating too. I think hoodies is like my least favorite thing to draw, honestly. Collars, hoodies, it's like I want to draw it, but like it's terrible to draw, like depending on the perspective and stuff. Um, but yeah, again, nothing much has been really going on in my life since I've been away, which is like a couple days. I don't know why I'm saying it like that, but what if I did this? We'll just soften it up with the airbrush. Yeah, nothing much really. It's been just kind of rainy, so it's like, not like just like light rain where it's like, okay, this is manageable. This is like wind, heavy rain type of stuff. So it was a little like frustrating. Like, oh, I don't really want to go anywhere. Because I remember one time I was mentioning I wanted to go to the mall to get a game that I saw in the discount bin at EB Games when I was passing by it. And I didn't pick it up because I thought it wasn't that, but I think it was. And I wanted to pick it up one day. But now with the rain, it's like, oh, I don't even know if I want to. And with the rain, it's actually perfect because like I can like stay in and play the game. But I have to actually check the weather actually, because like I want to really know. Because I think it's gonna be raining all week. Oh no, it's gonna be like okay on Saturday. That's like my favorite type of weather, honestly. Just like okay weather, nothing hot. Honestly, cloudy is pretty nice. I like cloudy. Yeah, I wasn't sure how to shade the chest here. I might actually do a little bit of shading where like the lines are just to show that there's texture here. So I'm just probably going to take this G pen, just add a little bit because the light is directly on here, but I just want to show a little bit. It's hard because it's not like absolutely like crazy texture where there's a lot of like stuff going on, I guess, where there should be shading, but it's just little like threading here just to like really emphasize it, I guess. Yeah, I feel like after I've finished doing my Vroid model update, I just like haven't been streaming a lot. Let's see here. But I was actually planning to go to a mall, um, like maybe on like sometime this week, and that certain mall has like Gundams, and I really like to get one, to stream for you guys because I know you guys really enjoy like the Gundam streaming. Um, so I'd really like to get one. Um, which I'm like talking like this because I'm kind of hesitating because like I don't know if I have any more room for another Gundam. I have to kind of check to see. Okay, this is a little bit too diffused. Yeah, I have to check and see, but I would really like to do more Gundam streaming because when I did like the Death Scythe Gundam streaming, it was pretty fun. I liked doing them. Let's see here. Yeah, I was like saying this whole stream was like, I don't want to make this too muddy. Where it's like everything is just like super blended. But I was thinking of maybe one day this piece will be like a little art print to sell kind of thing. So, okay, I'm diffusing it at the wrong spot here. And I was kind of thinking like, how do I approach it? I honestly, as much as I like to do like the whole 3 days, I think it's best if I just start like with one day. One day, get like a small inventory so I'm not spending too much kind of thing. Yeah, I've heard like if you want to start Artist Alley, just to start with like 10 of each thing, like maybe like 10 prints and then a couple pins. And I've been like looking at like all these different type of pins and stuff, and it's like a lot of like my creative juices are flowing now that I know how to use Blender. A lot of like illustrations that I kind of want to do are like really like flowing into my brain. And if the way that I'm painting this is like successful and I really like the look of it, like that'll make me really happy too, because I've always been like really struggling with how my art looks and stuff. I've always been like back and forth on like how it looks and like I don't know. Even though like I offer like commissions and stuff and they're like open and whatever, like I was always doubted my style. I was like, I don't know, it's like should I just like keep holding off until I find like a really comfortable style, or like just open them and just like do the art that way that I do it? And I don't know. I struggle with that a lot, just finding confidence in my art. Like convincing that it's like it's fine, it's okay, it's good. I wasn't sure if I should have put light on these gloves because I don't know if they're out enough to like, have lighting. Oh, the fingers should have lighting too. Hold on. But it's like, okay. I guess they're out, because I feel like everything else here was just like dark. And I was like, that doesn't really make any sense. Maybe like this. Yeah, this looks a little better. Yeah, that makes more sense. And I'm a little scared too because I'm already at like 50 layers, so I don't know how the coloring process is gonna, work because I don't know if it's gonna crash easily. Stress. Now I feel like using the horse brush on the fingers is definitely good because it's very like the horse brush is very like like it's streaky in a way, like it pulls the pigment. Oop. Crashed. I'm seeing the future now. I'm seeing the future. Oh my god, I thought my stream said it was like going for 2 hours. I'm like, how is it already 2 hours? So it's only half an hour, okay. um okay, yeah, that looks good. That looks good. There's not too much shading, so I don't have to really do much. But if you guys want like great videos on like art stuff, I definitely recommend watching T Tipo, like TTPO. I think that's his name. It's either TPPO or TTPO. He has great art videos because he's like someone who's kind of like a beginner on how to do things, and like he's kind of learning from like the fundamentals, and he like looks at different artists that he likes and tries to study the art, and he has like, it's very entertaining, great videos. And I've been just like watching his videos and seeing how he like processes everything. It's like very inspiring. For this, a little bit of light here on the eyeball. I kind of like that's kind of like covered up like that. Like there's a lot of shading on the eyes. I think a lot of like illustrators do that nowadays. They completely cover up the eyes and shading. It's like a kind of like a thing now to kind of base your shading off of the face and not try to fit like an anatomically correct like shading on like an anime face or something like that. I don't know. Just like if it's an anime face, you shade it like it's an anime face kind of thing. Um okay, let's start doing the coloring stuff. So I'm gonna do the skin. Now here's the question. How do I set this up? Okay, hold on. Let me just, because this is a shading style like I'm not used to, so gray for blender. Oh, here. This is how I do it on the coloring layers. Okay. I think I'll just like do it the way that I usually do it. I think I'm gonna kind of go back and forth using the lasso tool. So gonna use something a little bit more paler because I'm trying to also match it to kind of the background here where it's like a more paler background. Actually, I kind of want to see this in like different layer styles. Just kind of curious. Okay, that can be really good for like underlighting. Where is it? Oh, I can't find it. There's a really cool, oh yeah, this one. For if you want to do light from underneath, that'll be really cool. There's actually a really nice one that I liked. Let me go back to multiply. Maybe like lessen the layer a little bit. No. How do I color my shadings? This is why I don't use layer mask a lot, because like I don't honestly understand. I don't understand. Create selection. Oh, I don't want to do it like that. I don't know. I don't know how to like color my. How do I color my shading now? I don't even know. Because lock transparency doesn't do anything. So as a reference, it's already clipped to this. Yeah, lock transparency doesn't do anything. Show mask area. Oh, that doesn't do anything. Oop. Because it's on a multiply layer, so it's not gonna really do anything. It's just the color is probably not right. Probably should be like a brighter color. Yeah, let me see if I can do that. Just like have like a brighter color as a like a brighter blue or something as the shading. See if that does anything. Because I wanted to like, ooh, okay, yeah, because I wanted to like match it to the background. The background is pretty mauvey though, so okay. Okay, so that works, but maybe something a little deeper, I guess. Or just like not as blue. So like I'm probably gonna just, because like the bottom here is red and like the top here is also, maybe it's just like these colors, just make it brighter and then just change up the colors like that. So it's not just like the exact same thing. Okay, that might work actually. Foreground to background. This way? Yeah, that's better. And then what if I just like lessen it? Okay, but it's like too bright now. Okay. Like this? Because I want to keep it at multiply, but I'm so close. I'm learning. But I feel like this is just the exact same. Oh wait, oh no, why? Because I'm messing up the I'm messing up the way that it's like it's reversed. No, okay, let's go back here. Like, why is it just so much contrast between it? Okay. I think that can work. It's very like dark though. I don't want to have to lower the opacity. Um Oh, that looks kind of cool. I might actually use that. Oh, I actually might use this. Wow. This is just subtraction though. Okay, but it doesn't really. Okay, I'll stick with this. But I feel like kind of takes away from the decal here. Okay, let's just like work with this, I guess. This is my first time doing this type of shading, so let's see how I can work with the face here. Let's just color pick. Okay, now I'm thinking it's too dark. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. Okay. I'll just do that. Let's work on the coloring here. I'm just trying to work with something kind of more light, not too mauvey. Ooh, that looks a little bit bright. Yeah, that's a little bit too dark. In between, too dark. I usually try to just work with just normal layers when coloring because I don't want to have to rely on like different layer modes to help with my coloring. It's like I'll just try to figure it out. But because we got a majority of like the shading done, I don't think I have to do too much to like the skin. Oh my god, my computer's already lagging and I just started coloring. I didn't even start. I just started coloring. It's already lagging, oh no. And I'm just started doing the face. Well, at least with the face, I'm kind of wanting to keep it a little simple. I love when I put red under the eyes and it adds more like character or whatever. I remember someone on Twitter like predicted that Miki might actually, like their part of their bingo is like, oh, Miki would get like some sort of voice bank update where she would like move on to like Synth or something. And I'm like, honestly, like I feel like I remember saying that where it's like Miki like should get some sort of like update, or I feel like she might get an update or something like that. And the fact that someone else said it, I'm like, this actually might be real. But I really like her V4 design, this one. So I'm like, I'm kind of curious what she might look like on like a new engine. That'll be pretty interesting. So I'm probably not going to do too much to the skin. Let's see how much difference this adds. Oh yeah, that adds some difference. Let's do a glow dodge layer. I just kind of want to see what that looks like. I feel like that kind of adds, or not adds, but it belongs here. Okay, that looks a bit too, maybe something darker. Yeah, usually with pale skin and the glow dodge layer, it doesn't really look good because it's like way too white. Undo, please. I was thinking too, it's like, should I do like these decals too in the same? But I was like, I'll just color it, like put it in Blender. But I'm like, Blender's already too much for me now. I don't want to, like do more Blender if it's stressing me out. Oh, sorry, yeah. My tracking wasn't going on because I'm like slouching. But honestly, the glow dodge here looks kind of nice. You just be a little delicate with it. Let's go for a lighter color. Shows up a bit better. And doing it around the cheek is a little like much. I might have to do a different type of layer, but I'll just leave the glow dodge layer there. And usually when it comes to like illustrations, the face is kind of like the first thing that I do to like kind of experiment what to do on the skin before I work on the other part of the skin. So I'm just like rolling up my sleeve here. So let's try a different layer here. Let's do a color layer. I usually like the color layer. Do something dark just to see how it works. Okay. Let's do like a contrasty color. Okay, this is good for ambient occlusion. Vivid light. Okay, vivid light, cool. See what the red looks like. Cool. Hmm. My plan was to Actually, I don't know what the plan was. I think I'll just add some more flesh. Where is my cursor? Oh, it's frozen. Maybe just I would like to delete this layer if it would let me. Okay, thank you. Let me just get some water. Perfect. I hate when you're drinking water and it like goes down. It goes down like weirdly, where it's like it goes down the right pipe, but it like kind of hits you in the chest or something. I don't know. I like drank it. It's like nice, like water that like is refreshing and stuff, and it's just like I've had this weird feeling in my chest. Let's do it like around the cheek here. Should definitely use some more like warmer tones. So I'm gonna wait till I do stuff with like the shadow before I do any of that. Hmm. Uh, yeah, I'll show you some warmer, straight like oranges. Let me just put like a streak of orange here. See what kind of works out here. Something kind of contrasty because everything is so like cold. Um, might have to go in with the horse brush then, if that's the case. Hmm. I guess not multiply. Guess color burn, sure. No, color burn's like too dark though. Um, I should probably use like an actual like bright orange color. New layer. Okay, let's actually do that. Let's see. Okay, multiply is pretty good. Color burn still looks good. um, okay, maybe this layer. Hold on. Darker color? No, not that. Literally, maybe just like the color layer or the hue layer. Saturation? Okay, I guess color it is. Probably gonna use the horse brush to make it a little bit more precise. Yeah, sorry, this is like a new painting style that I'm working with, so oh, is this normal? Color here. Just add a little bit more warmth around these areas. Yeah, it's starting to look better. It's kind of around the edges. Just add some more like contrast, pretty much. No, I do not. Oh, is it freezing? Okay, never mind. Around the nose, maybe. It's like where the sun is hitting, pretty much. Could I use the airbrush for this? Yeah, I could use the airbrush for that. That looks pretty good. Yeah, it adds a little bit of something something without being too much, I guess. Yeah. Let's move on to the other part of the skin. Let's go back into here. Start buffing some of this out. So this is definitely like, like a process thing. Just have to pretty much go through it all. And just kind of be patient, which is like always the frustrating part. What color did I use here? Sure. Glow. There. Actually, what's kind of been going on recently, there has been some like, not drama, but like a situation that's been happening actually with like the whole Miku Expo that's been going on. Should I put Glow Touch here? Oh yeah, I probably should. Cause when Miku Expo announced their like concert, it was like a week before the tickets came out, which I think is that kind of normal for concerts for them to like announce a concert happening like a week before the tickets go on sale? Or I don't know, is that just me? Like I don't know. That's what happened and the tickets came out. Or like the pre-sale came out and then like a week after I think the public tickets came out, or like a couple weeks after like the public tickets came out. And what kind of happened was that I guess it's like it's kind of weird for me to admit it, but what happened was that so the pre-sale tickets were like Crunchyroll exclusive, so people who had Crunchyroll premium tickets could get the pre-sale, or Crunchyroll premium accounts can get the sale, can get the tickets earlier, and then a couple weeks later the public would get them. But what happened is that the code leaked, and how the code was pretty much same for the exact like for everybody. So like anyone could like pretty much get these tickets with the same code, and that's what happened. It was like leaked what the code was, and then people were like sharing it around. And listen, I really wanted these tickets, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just do it so I could just like get the tickets and like I have them. So like I'll admit to that, right? So that means when the public tickets went out, it just like there wasn't too much options because people who did not have Crunchyroll Premium and had the premium were getting the tickets. Yeah. And so when it went public, there wasn't a lot of options, and there's a lot of scalpers that like usually with like concert tickets, there's just like a lot of scalpers that buy up the tickets, right? I don't know why I'm so lost for words. Buy up the tickets so that they can sell them for like a ridiculous amount. That's what's kind of happening right now, where scalpers obviously are like buying up the tickets, and they're like I've seen for like a single ticket, I've seen like $800 for like a ticket. Honestly, ridiculous. Which I don't think that's part of like the whole Crunchyroll situation going on. I think it's just that's like scalpers being scalpers. But I heard this is like a Ticketmaster issue where Ticketmaster is not being responsive with like scalpers. And they're like asking like Miku Expo people to be like, please just use something different. Don't use Ticketmaster, even though it's like the most quote unquote the most reliable thing. Like, don't use Ticketmaster. And they're really upset because they can't get a ticket. And like it kind of started with them announcing that like, hey, like the tickets have been out for a while, oh my god, like we're selling out, things are selling out, like all the auditoriums are like freaking all the tickets have been spent. I think the only tickets right now are actually surprisingly Vancouver and Atlanta are the only Miku Expos with available seats right now. Oh god, I hate how my model's like doing that. I'm trying to stay up straight. Hold on. There we go. Is that working for you? There we go. Like jerking everywhere. Um, and they're announcing it's like, oh my god, like everything's been selling out, and then people like on Twitter was like, yeah, because one, you guys weren't being good with how you're releasing with these tickets. The reason why everything's selling out because scalpers are taking up all the tickets and raising them up like 10 times higher. So don't be surprised when you go into these auditoriums and they're half empty, right? Because people can't afford the tickets right now because of the scalpers. And I heard there's like a Ticketmaster issue, and also just like the way that they announced the concert, where it was like, okay, like concert's a week away, and it's like, people need to really like save up for these tickets, right? So it's like, bro, it's like I don't have savings right now. How do you expect me to buy everything? I remember I mentioned this. They announced that they're like, oh yeah, we're planning to do something for 2024. And maybe at that point it's like, okay, maybe we should have been like saving up when they're announcing it's like, yeah, we're gonna go back to doing live at 2024. But when they announced the concert, it was like a week before the tickets were going on sale. And so it kind of came to like a surprise for everyone. It's like we should have had like a bigger heads up for this, because when you guys were mentioning that, you didn't really like confirm it too much, really. It was just kind of something that you kind of alluded that it was up in the air kind of thing. It's like, yeah, we're just kind of like planning it, but so yeah. I mean, yeah, I kind of feel bad kind of participating in the whole pre-sale thing. I mean, I honestly, yeah, like I really wanted the tickets. And yeah. I remember some people was like, this was my second chance to go to Miku Expo, and it's like I still lost my chance because of this. And that's the thing too. It's like my friends have been mentioning, it's like how they've been wanting to go. But I'm kind of scared now because yeah, Vancouver has available spots right now at the moment. Um but I hope like not all the tickets sell out where it's like people they have to get like scalper tickets. That really sucks. Oh yeah, and my friend contacted me again. He's like, "Yeah, sorry, it's just like I can't get tickets right now." It's like, "Oh, I wish I could do something." Cuz we're the Vocaloid duo, you know what I mean? We're the Vocaloid people. Like you have to go to a Miku concert. Come on. So yeah, I'm just going to do that for the skin for now. Yeah, I have my layers set up very weirdly, so excuse me for that. Oh wow, it's freezing up so much. This thing is not even like changing in real time. The color is not even changing in real time. Oops. I'm trying to keep it simple, but also adding detail at the same time. I remember I was mentioning in the beginning of this illustration is like, oh, try to be like, um, not too perfectionist about it, and just do it, just work on the illustration, just like do it. Don't try to doubt yourself. And now I look at me now. I'm just like I'm trying to make it simple, but like it's like, oh no, but I want to add some detail. And I know my computer will blow up if I do, so I don't know what else I want to do with the background though. That's the thing. So these I want it to glow because that's what it originally is in the original image. It's like glowy. It's like little glowy. It's I like this detail where it's like that blue and red in the in between. It's really nice. Something nice and bright. Oh wait, no, don't let me clip this. Let me just do that. Oh no, that's not gonna work out. If I just did this. It's like that, maybe. Oh, that's just gonna just color it weirdly. Raising up. Oh. Well, I gotta hydrate my lips. They're kind of hurting. Ooh. A little bit too dry. I'll just like leave that down. I think I'll do the whole glowy thing like on top of everything so like you can see it. Okay, so that's the petals. Okay, the suit. Okay, I kind of want to do a different layer mode, so let me just kind of add some depth a little bit. And then add like a different layer mode on top to add some more brightness, color. You know what I'm saying? Just slightly. And then a new layer. Let's do something a little bluey. No, that's too. Something a little bluey like that, and then let me just do a little streak here and like see what type of layer mode works for this one. Honestly, I think it's kind of just slow like this because I'm streaming at the same time. So I think if I were just to just work on this by itself, I don't think it'll be crashing too much like it is right now. I mean, it normally crashes anyway, but yeah. I'm pretty sure the color layer would be nice, but on a white base, it doesn't really... Okay, I like color. Okay, I like the color layer. Okay, yeah. Let me just delete it and then... Color... In this way, this is kind of like ambient occlusion. You're just kind of adding the reflection from on top here. Yeah, and then I'm gonna kind of go back into the gray bit and add some grayness, kind of around like the chest area here. Use my little cube brush. I've seen some people do like, I've always get like scared when I'm using the airbrush. So like, it's like, I don't want it to be muddy. But I've seen some people who are really good at using the airbrush. A lot of people that use that like Y2K style of painting, really good at airbrush. So there's that kind of like an oomph to everything without adding too much. Like it actually adds some sort of like form here. See, even just like this adds a bit of a difference here. Okay, so the gloves are just kind of like regular gloves. I don't know, it doesn't have a specific texture to it, so I'm gonna go here. Let's add a little bit of... Okay, I was like, it says airbrush, but it wasn't changing to like the airbrush texture. It's like wondering what was happening. Yeah, just something a little thing because I feel like the shading is adding a lot to this piece. Um, like the base shading here that I don't want to color it too much. I also have to work a little bit on the line art here, color the line art. I was thinking of coloring the line art before I started the shading, but I think I have to base my line art coloring with the shading I have here. That makes a little bit more sense. I also have to add more shading as well. Yeah, but I'm gonna color first. Okay, sure. Maybe add a little bit of glow dodge so it's a little bit more oomph to it. Okay, that's a little bit too blue. Let's just like make it deeper because it's just a dark color here. Okay. Actually, no, I don't like that actually. Whatever. The jacket. Okay, yeah, man. Sometimes I don't like looking at this jacket. I think about drawing it and stuff. But actually, a new season of Kengan Ashura actually came out, and I've been meaning to watch that actually. I have a lot of fun watching. I had a lot of fun watching Kengan Ashura. I kind of forgot what happened. Like I forgot like the goal, pretty much of like why the dad is there and like how the main character is, yeah, how he exists and like stuff. Um, I hope they do some sort of like recap because it's been a while since the Kengan Ashura season came out. So I'm like, I hope they do some sort of like recap or something because like I don't want to have to rewatch the whole first season just to have a refresher. Um, that's good because now there's like a show that I can talk about and like a show that I can watch. Um, yeah, so Kengan Ashura is something I'm excited to watch. That's just like a fun anime of just like bombastic fighting and stuff. So that'll be a lot of fun. I've been waiting. I was honestly like I was thinking like I don't think Kengan Ashura is gonna have like a second season to be honest, because I don't see a lot of people talking about it even when it came out. Yeah, let's see what difference this made. Okay, not bad. Could be like different though. Let me use this, the horse brush. Okay, I like that. Just a little bit of this. Okay, but it doesn't make sense with the lighting though. Doesn't really make sense with the lighting. Am I not tracking again? Jeez. Yeah, I'll try to keep my head up straight. Hold on. Yeah, I don't think that makes sense with like the way that the lighting is. Hold on, let me just fix my VC face for 2 seconds. Let me see. Where is it? Here. There we go. Okay, I don't like the airbrush here. Add a little bit of detail here. And maybe a little detail here. Sure. Okay, the inside of the jacket, or like the black part of the jacket, is that the only part? Okay, no. Yeah, I feel like the liner is kind of in the way, so I can't wait to start coloring it when I get there. I think I have to add a little bit more lightness here. Lightness. Maybe glow dodge. Okay, maybe this will work out. Okay, yeah, that looks pretty nice. I think it's just like a regular cloth inside, so not like a fluffy thing going on. And then these, I'll put like a glow dodge here. And then let's actually add some like shininess, like it has like a shininess to it. Make this a little darker. And I was actually like thinking of doing this stream with my friend, but I think she's like out right now, so from like the Snapchats I was seeing, I was like, oh, I think she's out right now. Okay, the silver biddies. Okay, this is a little fun. Silver biddies. I'll just do it the way that I usually do it. Just like this. Block it in like this. It's a little, it's have to like work around it because the stars are on the same layer. Also because I just didn't want too many layers because I want to be able to work on this illustration. Jeez. Just like add a little bit of shininess there. Is there any other silver biddies? Ooh, this part. Yeah, that'll be kind of fun. This part has silver biddies to it. By the way, if like any of the songs that I'm playing on my stream is like you're kind of playing like the same thing over and over again, it's like the way that Spotify for some reason like their playlist thing, it's like whatever song gets played like the most will be like the forefront play like song in the playlist when you start using the playlist. So it's probably the same songs over and over again because Spotify is recognizing like, oh, you keep listening to the songs, so we'll have these songs as like the first thing that you'll listen to. So that's pretty much why. Okay, so that's the darkness. I'm gonna work on the stars here. Goodness. Sorry, the tracking's like I keep slouching and my camera is pretty like face like it's not like up and like down towards me. It's kind of just like straight forward, so it's hard to get the tracking done there. Also, I haven't been really uploading a lot of crash. My VODs on YouTube. I don't know. I feel like a lot of my VODs recently have not been really like good. So I don't bother to upload them. And sometimes they're just kind of like a hassle to upload. Um like downloading them and uploading them. It takes a while, so I tend to just forget because it's always so hard to do it. think I'll add a little bit of shading here. A little bit of shady here. Okay. Is there any other silver biddies? Oh yeah, it's an entire star piece right here. Sorry, my thing is like not tracking. Okay, there we go. Now you want to track? So when it's like in the shade, it's like a little hard to try to make it like metallic-y. So I'll just do like slight metallic-y stuff here. Oop. I think the boots are also option. Also, her like shoes actually has like this wing design that goes out, but I think I'm gonna just do that like on a separate layer without line art because that's kind of like the vibe I want. Ooh, did I put it on the same layer? Oh damn, I probably have to use the lasso tool for this one. Okay, yeah. Well, I didn't really pay attention. I don't know. Sometimes when I do illustrations and stuff, it's like my brain just like it's not paying attention to what I'm doing. Okay. Kind of sick of this song. Hold on. Don't really like it anymore. Um, sure, why not? Oh my god. Right, I'm just adding shading here, so I think that's it. Oh, the top here. Whoops. Let's add a little bit of shading here. Ooh, what's this? Um, okay, I think I have to use the last tool. Is this just like an empty layer? Is it the eyes? Maybe that's why. Oh, it's the little. Oh, they really blend in, huh? Yeah, these need a little bit of shading too. I might use like the cube brush for this one. Yeah, that works out. Okay, maybe like a lighter color. Just a little bit of definition, because it is in the shade, so maybe not too much. Just like some indication that there's shape here. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Oh, I forgot to actually add the light. I forgot to add the light on the metallics. Now they're just like muddy. Yawn. Yeah, I forgot to add the light. Oh my goodness. What's me and my no light on my chromatics? That's not the Yana way. It's the glow dodge. Oh, that's not. Oh, that's not. Why is it so not shiny? Okay, maybe it's just like the way it's positioned. Yeah, when I color the line art and I make it white, it's gonna stand out a little bit more here. Why is my glow dodge so dull? Glow dodge. It's literally like on white. Okay, that's weird. Okay, now it's working nice here. I think that the stars here are like my favorite part of the piece. It's like a surprise. They kind of look nice, to be honest. Yeah, like when I usually do shading with like the grays and stuff, it looks more like steel than it does like metallic chrome. Maybe it depends. Maybe it depends on the mood. Maybe I'm just not good at my chromatics today. Okay, sure. All of this is kind of like a for now thing. Just for now. Okay. Man, yeah, I think a lot of the whites and the grays, it's kind of hard like to work with personally for me. This song is crazy. Like old and cringy, but whatever. I think I mentioned this before. I have honestly never watched. I think like this is like the opening for Blue Exorcist or something. Oh my god, I'm slouching again. Ugh. Slouching. I'm sorry. My tracking working? Hello? Tracking. Hello? Okay. Sure, that can work out. Um yeah, I think this is like the OP for Blue Exorcist, and I watched like one episode of Blue Exorcist. I don't even remember what happened though. Maybe I should go back to it. I don't know. I don't know if it's like an old like anime where like not story's not like good or whatever. Where it's like it was good at the time, but now it's like not anymore. Too light here. Oh, I forgot about the gloves here. Yeah, they're so like tiny and intricate that I just like forgot about. Sorry, I just like stop at mid sentence. Okay, let me just erase this. I think I originally like heard a majority of it in Bandori because Reza Solin did a cover of this, and I really liked the cover. I was like, oh, let me listen to the original song, and obviously the original song is not as good. Usually when like Reza Solin does a cover song, it's like it always sounds good. The singer, like I love her voice. She's just like very strong with her voice. She really like does it, you know. So I'm just gonna do like an airbrush black shading here. I think there's supposed to be light inside here too. Or I'll just like straight just do like a white little thing here. Because it's in shadow, so you're not gonna really see it. Okay, the interesting part, the hair. Jeez. Some with clothes, I always just like try to half do it. Man, I was like so excited with the hair. It's like, oh, where do I even start? So I guess we start with like just airbrushing it. Add some darkness, some color, and darkness at the same time. Just a little bit just to kind of frame the hair or the face. Especially in the areas where there's shade. So I kind of want to be a little, you know, delicate with it, so don't want to add too much like red and stuff. Be a little light with the colors. Ooh, that's very satisfying. Whoosh. Nice. I might actually have to thin out this area right here because it's kind of clashing with like everything else here. Let me actually just do that right now. It's not bothering me. This one. It's actually kind of hard to work with like the metal preset thing inside the Clip Studio metal thing that I use. It's like you have to like keep like testing it and testing it to see which one works out, and then like when it's like, oh, I didn't actually want to make it look like that, then it's like um then you have to like completely redo the process over and over again. You just can't go back and it's like, oh, actually let me change it up like this. It's like you have to start from the beginning. I think that's what I was trying to say. Oh my god, I think my brain is frying. Actually, let me use yeah, let's use like a circle selection. Use this. Oh, circle selection. Oh. Never mind. Okay, fine. I'll just use the eraser. Can you put stabilization? Okay, yeah, you can't put stabilization eraser. Just thin it out a bit. I was trying to thin it out in Blender, like try to pinch it so it's like thin. Like when I first did this in Blender, like for the first time, it was working out fine. I was like looking the way that I wanted to. It was like pinching nicely. Like okay, good. And then when I tried to do it the second time, because that's when like Blender crashed and I didn't save anything. I tried to do it the second time. I was like, okay, I'll just like do whatever I did last time, and like then it just didn't work out. Like it wouldn't like sculpt like I wanted it to. It was having a hard time like pinching and moving around. I guess it's like, okay, that's weird. Okay, so yeah, that looks a little bit more uniform now. Where am I working on? The hair, yes, of course. Okay, I think I've done that, so I'm going to. Actually, let me just do some precise erasing here. Just like there, I guess. Hold on, let me check. Yeah, okay. Let's do a new layer and add some more like shading. Yeah, just add some more like red shading, why not? And I feel like I should have been using this cube brush like way more often. It's like I feel like I can get the same effect with airbrush, but it's like without having it be too like muddy and airbrushy, if that makes sense. God, I'm trying not to like slack or else my tracking is not gonna work out. I'm just gonna like stand there with like a moving mouth. Yawning. You know, I haven't been yawning a lot actually in this stream, honestly. I think I've yawned like 4 times or something. That's not that bad. Ooh, crashing. Continue to crash. Crashing even more. Okay, I think we're good. You know, I think I'm gonna be able to work a lot on this piece. I don't think I'm gonna have too many layers, so I think I'm good. I thought I forgot to close my window, or unless it's like really loud outside. I feel like I did. Did I close my window? Hold on. Let me check something. Okay, I'm back. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, my window was open. I was like, what? The rain has been pretty bad. It was actually the reason why I was so loud is because not only a plane was coming by, but the rain was coming down pretty bad. So but it's been pretty like hot and sunny for a while, so it just kind of makes sense. Like it's just like the earth is just forcing the rain because it just really needs it right now. This I think this is good. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Then just like streak it up here. I kind of want to keep this a little. Actually, no. Actually, like that. I was like, I kind of want to keep this flat. Actually, but no. I was like, actually, looks kind of good. Then I'm like thinking about like the Miku Expo like playlist because Vancouver is gonna be like the first show, so I'm like, I don't even know what the set list might be. You know what I'm saying? They're probably gonna play like a lot of Vocaloid classics because I think they have this idea that the West Vocaloid scene is more like still into those like really old Vocaloid songs that like got popular in the West, which makes sense. I think if you want more of that niche stuff, you should like go to like Magical Mirai or something like that. That's like for the fans like me, for the hardcore ones. For sure, they're gonna play like the freaking a Monoguchi song, like Bo Pipo, World Is Mine, Melt. Um, I'm thinking it's like, will they play Double Lariat or Luca Luca Night? I think they'll do Luca Luca Night Fever. Um, Man, what else would they do? Luca Luca Night Fever. I hope they do Meltdown. Like, a lot of my favorite Vocaloid classics includes Meltdown. I love Melt, just Melt too. I think Melt is like honestly one of my favorite Vocaloid songs. I can never get bored of that song. Yeah. And yawn. Probably like some KZ Live 2 song like Catch the Wave, because that's when it like Catch the Wave was for the Switch, so I think a lot of people started playing Miku because of the Switch import. So Catch the Wave would probably be one of them. I hope they play something like Tsumiki or something. I remember they did that for the online Miku concert. They did a Tsumiki song. Um I hope they do Cinema though. Cinema is kind of hype though. Okay, let me see if I do a layer mode. Multiply looks pretty good actually. I'll just keep it on multiply for now. Let's do the glow dodge for the hair. I usually like to use the darker pencil. Darker pencil. Let's do glow dodge. Kind of just like the very stylized highlight here. Maybe there. Here. Definitely up here. That's like really close to the light here. I think I'll just keep it up there for simplicity. Yeah, this is definitely like a trust the process kind of thing. I might have to do a double blur layer for the line art if I have to. Oh god, am I slouching again? Jeez. I'm just kind of curious what V-Magic Mirror actually would look on this model. I feel like I'm struggling to like sit up properly just for the tracking to work on this, which I think VC Face. I really like VC Face too. I think it's just like my camera just kind of sucks, you know. And then I'll use the airbrush to actually erase some of this actually. Very little. Ooh, I don't like that. Hold on. Ooh, I don't like that. Hold on. Color dodge. Let's do locks print, transparent, and let's do a blue color. Um, okay, let's just leave it. Just like leave it like that. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's do this again. What if I just did like an airbrush, highlight? Like just something like this. Okay, I kind of like that. Okay, I think just this part is annoying me though. Hold on. This part is annoying me. Let me just get rid of that. I kind of like this more. Let me just erase some of it like that. Yeah, I kind of like just like that airbrush of white or whatever color I was using. This color. Kind of has like this 3D look to it. I don't know how to explain it. Slouching again. Yeah, let me just do that again. Let's just do like a big splotch right here. Like that? Yeah, kind of like that. Work in progress, work in progress. Okay, but that turns, oh, okay, I think the issue is that it turns this way too bright around it, so I'm just gonna airbrush that away so it's not in the way. Okay, I'm like, that's why it looks kind of weird. And I'll just do it on top. I'll do a new one on top so it's not, so the glow dodge is not really affecting it. Okay. Actually, let's add a little bit of definition here. Okay, ooh, I'm really liking that. Hold on. I'm feeling it now. Hold on. Mr. Krabs? Hold on. I'm feeling it now. Okay. I like that, yeah. Um, ooh, the fluffy bits? Yeah, the fluffy bits is a little hard for me. Ooh, I don't even know how to do the floofy bits. I think you just like do this and then, oh, whoops. Let's do this or something. And then you go into a harder brush. You just do this. Oh, yeah, that's convincing for sure. Because in the distance, you don't really tell. Um, this one is also as glowy as well, so I think I'm just gonna do like a quick, maybe even just like a gradient. Let's just maybe do like a gradient here. Let's do this. This one actually. Bit of a gradient here. I don't want to use like I did a selection so it's not like weird looking or anything. Okay, yeah, I like that. The eyes, they're definitely gonna look deep. That's something kind of uncanny almost. That's what like the vibe I'm trying to get here. She's very like dull, like very dull. Not dull, doll, D-O-L, dull looking. Yeah, I kind of really like this kind of uncanny look that's kind of going on. Where she kind of has like these sunken eyes. It's very like she looks like a play doll. It's like it looks like her eyes are kind of like screen printed onto her face. Pick a new layer. Oh, whoops. Okay, so 74 layers. That's honestly not that bad. Considering that like the background, I'm kind of like okay with how it looks right now. Okay, it's a mirror. Did I not see a difference? Okay, yeah, I can see a difference actually. Um, let's do a little bit of glow dodge, maybe. I might do the glow dodge on her eyes actually. Yeah, I want the eyes to look a little not scary, but definitely haunting. I don't know if I want to add shading though. Let's just see what shading does. See what shading does. If it will color pick here. If it will uncrash. Come on, I was just trying to pick a color. Okay, I guess we wait then. Fine. Okay, there we go. The shading looks pretty nice. Maybe just do like a really intense eye, I guess. Hold on, let me just see. I'll put the shading on there now and then like try to do something. Yeah, let me just add maybe some light here. No, I kind of just like it when it's plain like that. Okay, lips time. I think the lips, yeah, needs to add. I need to add a little bit more color here. The lips are very dry. Or it's just very gray because of the shading. It's a little bit of flush and then add a little bit of shading. Or highlight, actually. Um, just a tiny bit of... Actually, the kind of the light here I just kind of like, so... Okay. Lash and brows. It's a little bit something here and there. Do I want to darken it from the outside? I kind of like the outside, so like the inside is a little bit more faded. Just a little bit of darkness. I might add some like highlight here as well. Light. I feel like that's way too white. Let me just do something kind of pinky. It's a bit too pinky. It needs to show up a little bit. It's pretty good. So this... Oh, I can't see what this is. Use the lasso tool here. Is this just an empty layer? Is this layer just empty? I think this is just an empty layer. Yeah, I think this is just... Yeah. It's just empty, oh my goodness. What is this layer? Oh my god, I don't even know what this layer is. I think this is just an empty layer too. Yeah, sometimes I just set up layers and they just like... I just like leave them empty. I don't know why. Okay, is this one empty too? Oh, that's good. I'm just like deleting layers. Oh, yes, okay. It's the zipper. I think this is the inside. Oh, it's the inside. Okay, that doesn't... Okay, I don't care about that. What else can I work on? Oh, is it the purse? I think for the purse, I'll just add like a gradient or something. Okay, wrong color. I hate it when you use a gradient. It's not going to use whatever color you select. You have to actually like choose the specific part. Okay, this needs a little bit cooler. And then we have the magnetic part. This could be real quick. Maybe add a little bit of something, something. Um, okay, that's like a lot of the coloring in the base here. Let me just go back to the skin. I want the lips here actually to have a little bit of form. So I usually like to do like a little red thing is too mauve. Kind of shape out the lips here. Okay. So let me just do a little bit of stuff with the line art here. So I want to try to do the duplicate blur thing. I'm gonna merge all of this together. See what that kind of looks like. It's gonna take a while to render out, but yeah, it's like, oh no, I can't. And it needs a pretty good amount of strength for it to show up, so. Oh, did it already do it? Or is it like really messing up? Here it comes. Okay, it's looking like mush. Hold on. Lower, lower, lower. A little bit lighter. A little bit lighter. Okay, I think this is the sweet spot right here. If it'll if it'll preview for me. Or am I not seeing a difference here? Or am I just being kind of weird? Oh, every time I do preview, it's like trying to render it out. Hold on. Okay, sure. And then we're gonna use that as kind of like my main line art in a way, and then use the original line art as kind of like an underneath colory thing. So I'm just gonna kind of go to this blue, start adding blue, because that is what the background is. And I don't do it to like the entire line art. I like to keep some black in. But just to kind of like blend everything together. This is how I like to blend everything together. Sometimes I don't like the double line art method. Sometimes I do, sometimes it works out. I try like to not rely on it because like I don't want to have to do this all the time for like better line art, but sometimes it does work out. Or actually a majority of the time it does works out because it kind of just makes everything look a little fuller. So I'm just kind of doing blue on top of here because on the top here it's blue. And then do some red on the bottom. That makes some difference. Okay, yeah, that looks, I honestly don't know. I've been kind of looking at this and I'm like, there's something about it I don't like. Actually, let me just go back to the hair. Hold on. Let me recolor this. There. Let me head back to the hair. Hair, where's the hair? Here it is. Is it this highlight that's bothering me? Yeah, it's this highlight that's bothering me. I'm gonna just like leave it alone for now. Because it was like really clashing with everything. Okay, so I am past my streaming time. Thank you everyone for watching. It was actually kind of a big leap from where it was before. So I think what I need to work on here is sharper shadows. Because everything is just like, it doesn't look like everything is like, everything is just kind of like smushy together. So I'm just gonna work on that. Just like a lot of like details and stuff that needs to be worked on. Yeah, this is like a first time like for me like coloring like this, so I think I have to do some more like research on like how people color like this, and then from there I guess just like keep going. But yeah, that's the end of the stream. Thank you for anyone who came by. Um, yeah, nothing really much else to say. I'll see you next time, probably working on this. I might be working on this. I probably will be working on this on the break, so yeah. So I probably won't be actually streaming this next time because it might be finished. Okay,